What's up, everybody? It's Alex Leak and Friends NFL podcast back for another week. I'm your host, Alex Leak. We got Dustin back on the show. Good to have you, Dustin.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, this is the 2021 New Orleans Saints season preview. The Saints went 12-4 in 2020, won the NFC South, and lost in the divisional round to the Tampa Bay Bucks 30-20. Drew Brees retires after the season. So it's a new era in New Orleans for the Saints. They had Super Bowl aspirations, but couldn't quite get it done. Couldn't quite get past Tom Brady and the Bucks. What do you expect for the Saints? So many close calls with Drew Brees in the last 3 to 4 years of being so close, having a championship caliber team, not quite getting there. What do you think of this transition now into 2021 with no more Drew Brees? Quite a transition here for the Saints.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a down of a season just because, in my opinion, I don't trust Jameis Winston. I mean, he's better than your average quarterback, but I still am a little bit not trusting him after a 30-30 season as a starter.
Well, so let me play devil's advocate though. Looking at the Saints the last 2 years, Sean Payton has shown the ability to win games with backup quarterbacks. He would win a combined 8-1 with Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill. Do you see Jameis Winston as being a better quarterback talent than Teddy Bridgewater or Taysom Hill?
Yeah, I do.
So that, along with, I believe it was this offseason, Jameis Winston got what's it called, LASIK surgery on his eyes. So that could help. I think I'm actually kind of high on Jameis Winston going into this year. I think that he's going to win the quarterback competition. I think he's going to beat Taysom Hill, be the starting quarterback. And I think that I would keep Taysom Hill in the same role that he's been the last couple of years, being the change of pace, do everything type weapon. And I think if Winston can cut down on the turnovers, if Sean Payton can play call and tell Jameis, like, look, we don't need explosive play after explosive play. We just need you to take care of the ball and slowly, methodically move the ball down the field. If Winston can do that, because Winston not only led the league in interceptions, but he also threw for 5,000 yards. So you get a lot of good Jameis Winston with the bad. So if you can find a way to cut it down the turnovers and just tell Winston to do the fundamentals, do the basics well, and take care of the ball, I think the Saints could be pretty successful with him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's better than your average quarterback. It's just maybe it's me thinking how bad Tampa Bay really was.
Yeah.
While he was there. So I think under Sean Payton is a guru.
Yeah. I was saying this. The two best situations for a quarterback in the entire NFL to rebound your career or get the most out of the situation around you is the Saints and the 49ers if I'm a quarterback. And so Jameis Winston, if Jameis Winston can't get it done in 2021 with the Saints, then he's never going to figure it out. But this is his best opportunity so far in his NFL career, in my opinion. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. This is his best opportunity, and he's in the best spot in the NFL for it.
Yeah, and if he can't, then Sean Payton can throw Taysom Hill under center and see what he can get out of that. And that's the biggest question in the NFL: is can Taysom Hill play starting quarterback for and win multiple games and lead a team into the playoffs? Huh?
Can he throw the ball? Does Taysom Hill have a big arm? I mean, I've never seen him really throw the football.
He can. I mean, he did all right. He went 3-1 as a starter last year. He can do some things. He reminds me a little bit of like Tim Tebow. Like
too. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to specially design an offense around him and work towards his strengths. He's not a drop back prototypical gunslinger. But if you build the offense around him and play power, run game, and play action, rollout, stuff like that, he can have success.
Yeah, and Peyton's creative enough for it. So
Absolutely. So we'll see what the Saints do there. But they did lose. I mean, let's go through a list here of pieces that they lost that they didn't really replace. Drew Brees, wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders, tight end Jared Cook, corner Janoris Jenkins, linebacker Quan Alexander, defensive end Trey Hendrickson, defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins, defensive tackle Malcolm Brown, traded to the Jaguars, linebacker Alex Anzalone. The list goes on and on about pieces that the Saints lost. Fullback Michael Burton. So we'll see. I do expect the Saints to take a step back in 2021. I'm sure you do as well.
yeah, and I mean, man, that's the big list of stars right there.
Yeah.
And not to
Key
mention,
contributors.
Michael Thomas had off-season surgery. And now they're saying that they don't know if he's going to be available for the first 4 to 5 weeks. So
Yes. So that's huge too. Now down goes their number one receiving option. So it's going to be this is going to be the key year to see just how good Sean Payton is and how he can navigate all these losses and still put a successful team on the field. I'm going to be very interested watching the Saints this year. What do you think? I mean, do you think it's a quarterback battle between Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, or do you expect Winston to win the job?
I expect the starting job to go to Jameis Winston because, like you said, the best option is to start Jameis and use Taysom Hill for what he's known for.
Yep, absolutely. And if Winston struggles, then you can go to Taysom Hill. And after that, it's between Ian Book and, I don't see – you're a Notre Dame fan. Tell me what you see in Ian Book. But I don't see NFL quarterback being Ian Book, him being that. I don't see him being a starting NFL quarterback. Maybe if he develops a lot down the road, but I don't see him being much of a threat early on.
No, Ian Book, in my opinion, I mean, I could never say never, but I don't think he'll ever be a successful starting quarterback.
Yeah.
But he does have a little bit of somewhat of the same talents Taysom Hill does.
Yeah. Who was that? Who's the Notre Dame quarterback that got drafted and he was like a backup and he started a couple games? I'm not sure. But I mean, you look at their history, Deshaun Kaiser, guys like that, they just haven't had a lot of success with that. Brady Quinn. So we'll see what he can bring. But looking at key playmakers for 2021, so a lot is going to hinge on Jameis Winston. They still have Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray. They added running back Ty Montgomery. That's not bad. So a three-headed monster there at running back. But Alvin Kamara is the key. He's remember what did he do? Like 4 touchdowns in a game last year, or maybe even more.
Yeah, and I think this is Alvin Kamara's breakout year even more.
Yeah, he's going to be featured a lot. He's the big playmaker. Like you said, Michael Thomas underwent ankle surgery, expected to miss the start of the 2021 season. Hopefully not too many games, but, that's kind of frustrating that they waited until June for the surgery, and now he's going to miss time. I believe it was June, something like that. Wide receiver Traquan Smith is going to have a lot of expectations on him while Michael Thomas is gone, and he's going to have to step up. I'm a big fan of Traquan Smith, but I don't know if he's wide receiver number 1. You know what I mean?
Yep, and that was actually just being said, that he's a good receiver, but they don't think he can carry the load that Michael Thomas does.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see. what they can get out of him. They did bring in tight end Nick Vannett, so that's a decent option. I like rookie defensive end Peyton Turner out of Houston. He could be impactful on the defensive side of the ball. They got linebacker Pete Werner as well. He could be a starter right off the bat. Demario Davis, etc. So what do you think of the Saints? Looking at them on paper, I've got them going in the 7 to 10 win range. I think they could miss the playoffs. They could make the playoffs. A lot hinges around Jameis Winston. What do you think of their expectations?
Yeah, 7 to 10 sounds good with me.
Well, 7 to 10. 7 wins to 10 wins.
Yeah. I said 7.
7 to 10. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they could go 7 and 10, but I think Saints fans would be pretty upset if they do go 7 and 10. They want to win now. They want to be competitive. So, I mean, 10 and 7, that's much more, optimistic and make the playoffs. I think they're right around 500, 8 and 9, 9 and 8, and we'll see if, I will say this, though. I think Jameis Winston has a great year. I think he has the best year of his career in 2021. That's my bold prediction. I think Sean Payton will get the most out of him, and the Saints just find ways to have success. Sean Payton is, probably the best in football at finding ways to have success with limited talent. Even Drew Brees the last 2 years wasn't the same Drew Brees. He didn't have the same arm strength. He had a, injured shoulder and was still getting a lot of success out of that team.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, Sean Payton is just a master and a very, very smart man and knows how to run schemes that can win ball games.
Absolutely. So I can't wait for the 2021 season. We'll see how the Saints do. And appreciate the support, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Have a great week. Peace out.